Okay, so we are trying this again. Um, I'm sorry, I'm just going to open it so it's running in the background so that I can get an idea of what's happening. Yes, that was my iPad. Oops, forgot to turn that off. Okay, so hopefully my teenager will be able to edit these together so they're like seamless. But I am streaming on YouTube, so that's great. Um, oh, thanks, Lynn. Oh, I'm so glad. Yes. So much crisper sound. Oh, and my your chat is popping up on screen. So that's great. Huh. Thank you, Firefox, for being awesome. Okay, we're gonna put this on there and put the chat back. Okay, cool. I have yeah. So don't use Safari, Kate. Note to self. All right, let's adjust our camera a bit. We're gonna move this light over. Oh, jeez. Look, yeah, crispy air is good. I like crispy things. Okay, here we go. My oh, you can't see my picture in picture if I have the caption on. That's right. I forgot about that. I have to oh dear. Hello. Let's go with that one. Okay, and let's move this light out of frame. Okay, that works perfectly. And I can see what I'm doing too. Okay, I'm going to turn the sounds on my iPad off. Silent mode is on. Lynn, I appreciate you so much for being with me through this adventure of mine. Oh, and can we note that I did book this for midday in the UK because I figured no one would be around to watch it. I oh, let's turn my notifications off on my computer as well. Ma, ma. I do just love hearing myself. A few seconds later, it's not weird at all. All right. So, yeah, sound effects are off. And I would never forget my fellow Europeans. Well, I mean, I live in Britain, so we're not quite fellow Europeans anymore because Of course. What a disaster that was. Okay, so short little story time. My husband and I moved here in 2010 with our two kids, because he got a job offer here, and it was awesome. His parents are British, so he has a right of abode. We're Canadian, so it was a pretty easy. But mainly, we thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool if our kids had European passports when they grew up and went to university and could travel really easily? And then 2016 happened, and yeah, so we just stayed Canadian in the end because a Canadian passport is almost better than having a British passport at this point. Anyways. Oh, that's true. Norway isn't in the EU either. So, yeah, I guess we're yeah. I'm not sure who are the idiots in this. I'm assuming Britons and not his family. Okay, I got to pay attention to what I'm doing now, but um yeah. Thank you for being here. Okay, so round 2 they're having us slip stitch in the next 2 double crochets, uh which will bring us to the next space, that chain 1 space that we did. So 1, 2, 3, and then there's a chain 1 space right there. It wants me to slip stitch into the chain 1 space. And what you'll notice is, that I'm not on the camera. What you'll notice is it's almost an invisible way of carrying us towards the space instead of starting from here, which would be a bit obvious. So then we're going to chain 3, which counts as your first double crochet. And then we're going to put 2 more in that same chain 1 space. And now if you've done granny squares before, this is where things get super easy because you just go into your next spaces. Okay, I'm turning my monitor down a bit. Yeah, you have a pinky toe in the EU. We decided to, fart in their general direction. Okay, ignore me because I forgot that we have to increase, not just go around in a circle. So, hi, she reads the instructions well. All right. So we're putting 2 groups of 3 double crochet in each space now, which again, if you've made granny squares before, you will be familiar with. I can smell whatever it is Andrew's cooking, and it smells divine, I think. My windows are open, so it is possible it's coming from outside. We all love a good Monty Python reference around here. I mean, John Cleese is a bit of a butt at this point, but you know, he's old. He was funny. It's fine. We won't. Yes. It was good on the whole, and most of them have been amazing. So yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I keep knocking this camera. I hope it's not too distracting. I will eventually learn that it's when I'm pulling more for my attention, I often go off to the left, but my camera arm is right there. Um, but I'll get there. Thank you for joining me for what is essentially just a learning experience for me. I mean, if you're wondering why I decided to start making YouTube videos, it's because hang on. It's because my eldest needed some experience editing videos, and I was like, "Oh, I could start making YouTube videos." And then it's become an entire thing, and you know how it is. Now, this is this is Andrew, who has brought me a bowl full of bacon, eggs, and potato, and a cup of coffee. Oh, it looks so washed out there. It smells amazing. I think there's hot sauce on it too. It's very hot. I'm going to set aside. Mm-hmm. John Cleese is very funny. And what are you going to do about him being a bit of a, just grumpy old man, tying an onion to his belt kind of guy? I mean, I know enough grumpy old men to know that it does kind of happen. I mean, I'm lucky that I can push most of the grumpy old men in my life over to the left a bit, like, especially on issues that affect their family um, directly, like LGBTQ issues. All right, so we are back, and you can see it's looking very pentagonal. Pentagonal? Pentagonal? It's one of those. Um, so we'll move that aside. It's really pretty. It looks like a flower. Um, I like it. And then we're going to join with a slip stitch again to the top of the chain 3, and we're going to cut the yarn. And we will want to make sure we leave a tail to weave in later so we don't have things unravel. I just I can imagine it unraveling while it's being worn, and that would be a disaster. Okay. Why do you keep wanting to change the white balance, new camera? It's a little document camera. It's kind of cool. I didn't even know they existed, but I was looking for a second camera for my little setup here, and Amazon was like, "Oh, do you mean you want a document camera, I was like, yes, that's exactly what I mean. All right, so oops. Snippy, snippy. Snippy, snippy. There we go. So I've already forgotten what we said color B was. So we'll go back and it is red. So with color B, okay, so here it's saying, sorry, a bit of yarn vomit there. It's saying connect the yarn to any chain 1 space and chain 3. Now oh, there's a connection right there. What I think I'm going to do instead is do what's called a standing double crochet. I learned how to do this from Helen. Oh, her site's Crystals and Crochets, and she does a lot of crochet alongs. I wish I could remember her name, but I seem to know too many Helens. Anyways, she starts with standing crochet stitches, and they just end up looking neater. So essentially what I've done, and I did it off camera, of course. Okay, so slip stitch onto your hook, right? And then essentially what you're doing is a double crochet into that space. You want to hold it so you've got 2 stitches on your hook, and then I use my finger to hold them in place. Put your hook in front to back, pull up a loop, and then holding your stitches still, do a regular double crochet. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And so you end up with a double crochet with your slip knot at the top. And it also makes it really easy to figure out where you need to attach to. All right. So we're doing 3 double crochets again. So 2 more added on to your 1 that was there. Chain 1 and then 3 double crochet in the same space. Oh, this red is actually really soft, which was unexpected. It's like just a no-name acrylic, actually. But I can feel it running through my fingers and it's very soft. That's nice. Okay. And then we're doing 3, no chain, just 3 double crochets in the next space, which is actually the top of, I don't know if you can see. Okay. Sort of the top of one of those petals. So we're just doing 1 in that. 1 set of 3. Oh. Saying my thinky thoughts out loud is is an adventure. And yes, he has been a grumpy old geezer for a million years already. I mean, Faulty Towers was it was pretty obvious he was playing a part, but also maybe was that guy. Yeah. We watched a lot of Faulty Towers in my house growing up. Not gonna lie, I'm a little confused by the instructions for round 3, because in round 2, I made a mistake. Um, okay, so that's interesting. There wasn't supposed to be a chain 1 in between each of these. So we're gonna frog, which is what we call unstitching. Um, so just a reminder to read your instructions well. Don't do what Donnie Don't does. Oh, for some reason my email has just opened up and I'm not entirely sure what I did, but I must have tapped my mouse or something. Okay, so now because we're doing fewer stitches, not many fewer, but fewer stitches than we did in the last time, I shouldn't have a problem with yarn chicken on this. I'm going to leave my first 2 as they were. And yeah, so it's this in-betweeny one. This in-betweeny one, we don't want to do a chain 1. Silly Kate. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. 1, 2, 3. Do not chain. Go to the next stitch. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. 1, 2, 3. So my one of my TikTok videos or Instagram videos was a sped up version of me crocheting something or other. And in it, because it's sped up especially, you can just see my mouth moving constantly. And I said to myself, okay, Kate, you need to stop counting, even if you're counting under your breath, but moving your lips when you're counting your crochet stitches. And then my cousin commented on the video and said how she remembered sitting at our Oma's feet watching her count while she was knitting and crocheting under her breath. And I thought, okay, oh, if my Oma, who was an amazing woman, lived to 99, Dutch, strong, raised 7 children, married to this delightful little man, my Opa, um, who passed away far too young. And she, kept everything going. And uh, right up until the end was knitting sweaters for the local hospital and the local children and her church, and taught me how to knit, taught me how to crochet. Anyways, I thought if she counted under her breath, maybe it's okay to do, and it doesn't make me look kind of slow at all. I mean, this woman, she was amazing. We would go to the grocery store, and she would know before we got to the till exactly how much her grocery basket would cost with tax. Like, she did all these calculations in her head. Yeah. Just brilliant mathematician, really. And my sister, my eldest of my younger sisters, actually took math and is also a brilliant mathematician and then became a lawyer. What do? I complain on the internet. No shame. Yeah, I've tried a couple hobby patterns, and I think part of it is the translating of it. I mean, I did read this one through, and fingers crossed, I get it right. I mean, it looked right, but really, you can't know until you have yarn. Okay, so we're back. Hi, we're back at the end of round 2. We're going to do another standing single crochet in a chain one space, a standing double crochet in a chain one space. Anyways, my Oma was awesome. And I was really lucky I got to see her in 2020. Um, she'd gotten so small, but she had been like this towering mountain of a woman. Strong, capable mind, smart as a tack. Read anything she could get her hands on, emigrated to Canada in the 50s, and yeah, had a beautiful family of, amazing people. We have, oh my goodness, like grandchildren and great grandchildren all over the world at this point. Um, yeah, anyways. I think when we finish this round, I'm going to log off for the day. And I'm going to go back and finish off, make my other 5, and then stop so that we can finish this one on the next video. But yeah, my food smells delicious and I need to go eat it. Okay, so now this time we've got our beautiful peaks and our little valleys. So we're putting 1 set of 3 in the valleys, 2 with a chain 1 corner space on the peaks. Thank you so much for watching, for hanging out with me while I do some crochet. Tomorrow I have another stream that is literally just going to be some lo-fi music while I complete a university assignment. It's mostly to motivate me to do my homework. This one is, it's good. It's just a reflective sort of essay on how it's gone so far, because I'm in an introductory course this term. I'm almost done. Yeah, so, but it's due Tuesday, so I really need to get going on that. So I'd love to see you there or not. Either way, I will probably be completely zoned out the entire time. But we're going to do a 50-10 Pomodoro method, which I find is best for me when I'm working. Because if I get too in my head about what I'm working on, I start making mistakes or rambling, and then I have to edit everything out anyways. I don't know how many hours it'll take, but I think it starts at noon my time. It might be 12:30. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. Just really trying to get the videos up and out and get comfortable, more comfortable using the camera, being in front of the camera. Uh, yeah, I mean, and then we've got another crochet stream next weekend, same time, although an hour earlier because I won't be late this time. And I've also scheduled a research stream for mostly watching videos by bigots and uh, debunking them. And I'm hoping to create a video essay around that. Okay, I do love how these colors are turning out. Hopefully I can get a picture where you can see them a bit more clearly because they are much lusher than they look on the camera. All right. Okay, sorry, I was just listening to myself finish my sentence. That's a bit ridiculous, but I will see you next time. Lynn, I will definitely see you on a live stream. Thank you so much for being a part of my live chat. Replay crew, tons of love. And yeah, remember to hydrate, take your meds, have fun, stop and smell the flowers. Bye. Ooh, where's my mouse? There it is.